Welcome to our channel. I am Dr. Sufipharm, HOD of Pharmacognosy in the Gangamai College of Pharmacy. Now, today I am going to discuss the factor affecting cultivation of crude drug. So, what is the cultivation of crude drug? It is the cultivation of medicinal plant require the intensive care and management. The condition and duration of the cultivation required vary depending on the quality of the medicinal plant and material required. The factor affecting cultivation, it required some factors: altitude, temperature, rainfall, soil and soil fertility, fertilizers, pest and pest control. First is the altitude. The altitude, it is an important factor which affect the cultivation of medicinal plant, which an increase in altitude above the sea level, there are the changes in values of temperature, humidity, solar radiation, etc. Due to these changes, vegetation at different altitude differ much. So here the table is or example is given: the Ruarbi's altitude 2500 to 4000, digitalis 1600 to 3000, Cinchona bark 1000 to 3500, etc. And the next factor is the temperature. The temperature is profoundly affect the plant growth and metabolism. It also affect the rate of transpiration and regulate the activity of enzyme, which in turn regulate the physiological process. Extremes, the temperature both on cold and hot sides affect the quality of medicinal plant. Although each species have become adapted to its own natural environment, plants are frequently able to exist in considerable range of temperature. Example is given: the digitalis 22 to 30, Cinchona bar 10 to 30. And next factor is rainfall. The different region of earth receive the different quantities of rainfall depending on the geographical features. The quantity, duration and intensity of the rainfall regulate the plant life. The effect of rainfall on the vegetation must be considered in the relation to the annual rainfall and its distribution throughout the year, and its affect the related to the water holding capacity of the soil. The majority of the plant need sufficient amount of rainfall for the growth. The excessive or less rainfall affect the plant life and constituents of the plant. For example, in Cassia angustifolia, it has been proved that the short-term drought increase in the concentration of sinusoid A and sinusoid B, but in longer time it causes the loss of biomass. Day length and radiation characteristic. The light play an important role in the photosynthesis. The light also regulates carbon dioxide and oxygen exchange between the plant and atmosphere. The plants vary in both the amount of intensity of light which they require. The light in some plant determine the content of constituent. For example, in the cinchona and belladonna, a full sunshine give a higher content of alkaloid as compared to other. Soil. The soil in the medium in which the root grow anchor the plant and from which the derive water and nutrients. All the soil have the following component: the mineral matter, the soil organism and organic matters, the soil, water and oil solution, the soil atmosphere. The mineral particles such as sand, silt, or clay are primary material that constitute the soil. Depending on the size of mineral matter, the International Society of Soil Science has given the different name of these mineral particles, which are as follows: the name of particle and diameter, the clay less than 0.002 mm, silt 0.0022 0.02, and fine sand 0.02 to 0.02, and coarse sand 0.2 to 2 mm, and stone and gravel above the 2 mm. And the clay is formed as a final product of weathering and through the precipitation of aluminum and silicon salt present in the dissolved state in the soil moisture. It provides the adhesive and cohesive properties to the soil. The relative percentage of the coarse sand, the fine sand, silt, and clay determine the soil texture. On the basis of the proportion of different size particle, soil are classified into different textural the group as follows: the sandy soil, loam soil, silt. And this is very important topic and generally asked in examination, so read carefully. And the organic matter in soil is received from the dead bodies of the plant and animal of all type of size. The organic matter is the chief source of mineral returned to the soil, and the quantity and availability of the soil water to the plant. It is a great determining factor of the nature and composition of vegetation of any place. The rain is the principal source of water for the soil, and the ideal soil required for the plant growth should be um, ideal soil required for the plant growth should have half of the pore filled with water and rest with air, as a good irrigation stimulate the root development. And the pH of the soil show much correlation with the soil type, vegetation type, thus affecting the plant growth, lime requirement, and the nutrition. The pH of the soil strongly affect the microbial activities. The maximum nutrients are available to the plant in between the pH range between 6.5 to 7.5. The soil fertility. Next factor is the soil fertility. It is defined as the capacity of the soil provide the nutrition to the plant in balanced and adequate amount. Next factor is fertilizer. The plant need 16 nutrient elements for their growth and metabolism. Depending on the quantity needed, the nutrients are classified into the macronutrients and micronutrients. So, what is the macronutrients are needed? And the macronutrients are needed in large quantity, and micronutrients in trace. The carbon, hydrogen, nitrogen, oxygen, calcium, potassium, phosphorus, sulphur, and magnesium are the macronutrients, and copper, zinc, boron, molybdenum, iron, manganese, chlorine are the micronutrients that is the present in trace element. And the carbon, hydrogen, and oxygen are obtained from the air and water. These elements are supplied to the plant through the soil, and these elements can also supplied to the plant through the animal manure and chemical fertilizer. Because the soil is unable to cater the needs of plant, each element has its own role in the growth and development of the plant, and their deficiency may cause disease. Pest and pest control. The pest is undesirable animal or plant species, the various type of pest which infest the plant are like virus, fungi, weeds, insect and non-insect pests. These pests directly affect the plant growth and development and produce the disease which ultimately influence the quality and yield of crude drug. Hence, the control of pest is essential and it should be given importance. The types of pest. The various types of pest which infest the plants are like virus, fungi, weeds, insect and non-insect pest. The virus, the types of virus causes the disease in the medicinal plant. Strain of cucumber mosaic virus cause the disease of Alzheimer's, whereas the tobacco mosaic virus, the tobacco ring spot virus and the cucumber mosaic virus are known to cause the infection in digitalis. And these are the other examples of like potato virus and banana virus. In that caused the bunchy top in the banana, which result in the marginal chlorosis and curling of leaves, and ultimately the plant remain stunned. Next is the fungi. The various type of fungi are known to cause the disease in the medicinal plant, and Scospora diascorea produce the leaf spot on diascorea, and Alternaria tenuissima produce leaf spot on the thura. And these are the other examples of fungi which affect on the medicinal plant, cause a disease. The weeds. A weeds is an undesirable plant growing in crop field. The weeds causes drastic damage to the plant, and this problem is common in agriculture. The major majorly it causes the loss of nutrients and water in all the plant. It also causes loss of space, increase the attack of fungi, bacteria, virus and insect which causes the disease, and ultimately it influences the quality and price of the crude drug. There are the few weeds which causes allergies like medican tea and ragweeds causes hay fever, the varnish tree and the western poison oak causes the dermatitis. Therefore, the weed should be controlled properly. Insect. The different types of insect pests are reported which attack on the plant and cause the several problems. The plant should be protected from them. The various examples of the insect pests are like Ephistia, Illutila, that is the moth, attack on the tobacco, rose, beetle, and cocoa. And these are the other examples. Other types of insect pest which cause the damage of medicinal plant like aphids and caterpillar and termites, grasshoppers, spider mites, and locust. Non-insect pest. The non-insect pests are classified into two groups: vertebrates and invertebrates. The vertebrates include rabbit, monkey, rat, squirrel, pig, horse, and deer, etc. Invertebrate like the snail, crab, mites, and nematodes, etc. The rodent have the sharp and conniving incisor with which they causes the serve damage to store crude drug, and the fecal material of these animal causes the contamination of the crude drug. The method of pest control. First is agriculture method. It involves the various types of method. One of the method is that in which the field are deeply plugged, which remove the weeds and insect. The crop rotation can also be followed. In this method, the crop are grown alternatively. The another method which is common nowadays is crop improvement. It is achieved by the technique called as the plant breeding. By this technique, the hybrid varieties of the plant are produced which are resistant to disease and pest. Second method is biological method. It controls the bring about the reduction in activity of the pest, mostly insect, by another organism. This may be biocidal and biostatic. In the biocidal biological control, one organism kill the another, while in a biostatic the organism only habits the other. The biological control is defined by the Garrett's as any condition under which or practice whereby the survival or capacity of the pathogen is reduced through the agency of any other living organism except man, with the result that there is a reduction in the incidence of the disease caused by the pathogen. Mechanism of biological control, in that antibiosis, where is one one species secrete some chemical which inhibit the growth of the other. Exploitation, where is where one is parasitic or predatory on other. And the competition, the organism competes for a substance which is in short supply. The real value of the biological control does not lie in natural method but in the abstracting their underlying the mechanism and their applying them. Next is the chemical control. The pest can be controlled by using the pesticide, and the pesticide are the chemical derived from the natural or chemical source effective against the pest. In small concentration, pesticide possess the toxic effect, so their use is governed by the Insecticide Act in India. And the pesticides are classified according to the type of organism against which they are effective, with fungicide, nematodes, and rodenticide, bactericide, and mulicides. And the fungicides, in that these are the agent that destroy the fungi. Example, the chlorophenols and bordiox mixture and oxystrobin and binomial and benzalkonium chloride, allyl alcohol. In insecticide, the various agents are used like DDT and DDE, sodium aracinate, benzene hexachloride, etc. Herbicide, when the weeds killer are termed as herbicide, there are the different examples are there: sulfuric acid, calcium aracinate, etc. And rodenticide, in that these agents are destructive the rodent. Example, strychnine. Mechanical control, these methods involve the destruction of pest by the manual labor using the different device. The technique used are hand picking, pruning, burning, and trapping the pest. And the flying insect can be trapped by placing the flavor attractant, the flavor with anise oil, rose oil, etc., mixed with sawdust in funnel shaped container. These containers are designed in such a way that entry into these container is easy, but it is very difficult to come out. The rodent like rat, rabbit, etc., can be trapped by using the traps. So this is my more video. Please subscribe, and you can search by my channel, YouTube channel, Sufipharm Dr. Sufyan Ahmed. Thank you for watching my video. Please subscribe, like and share, and press the bell like button. Never miss your update. Thank you.